Hey guys, so what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna put a little round over on the side of the table because it is not really sharp but irritating. So first thing is we need to test the round over, see if we like it before we attempt to do it on the table. Because on a test piece we can change and adjust. On the table, once it's done, the only way to fix it is to rip it off and replace it. So we're going to test it on a test piece first, and then we'll see if we like it. Make little adjustments. Let's try this again. Yeah, I like that a lot better. So that's what we're going to go with. So we're going to start off on the edge. Bring you guys in for a closer look. Oh, mamma mia, this thing is heavy. So let's take care of the sanding right now. This thing is a behemoth. Behemoth. Give the under part of the rails a little bit of sandy too, so it's not so sharp. Therefore, we don't have sharp edges. If we bump into it, or if we hit the edges or something, we don't get poked or stabbed, or it doesn't catch onto the clothes. Just a little bit of sanding. Now for the big task, the top. Now, I guess you could use a palm sander, orbital sander, but I like to do it by hand, so that's what we're going to do. I think by hand gives it the nicest finish. I'll have to re-pencil this out once we stain it and then cut it, because we don't want the stain or the polyurethane to get into the cuts. So we can redo this later. Feel like Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off. So now we're going to change the sandpaper one more time. This time we're going to go up to 400. I'm sorry, it's going to be 320. This one goes really quick. Just takes all the scratches out from the 220. And the blackness from the pencil. Alright, there we have it. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to get all the dust off the top. We're going to turn on the filter system and allow that to clean out the air. And then we're going to go ahead, get it taped off, and spray it. Okay, so I'm going to let this filtration system run for a little while, and then I'll be back with you guys. Alright, ciao for the moment. Alright guys, so we're going to start staining this bad boy. Oh man. This gel stain goes on nice. And I love using these, I don't even know what they're called, Shoreline Styrofoam paint and stain applicators. These things are absolutely beautiful. Makes everything much easier when you have large surfaces to do. Ooh, this stuff stinks. Now this side, we have to make sure that it's nice because we don't have much room here. So this side especially needs to be nice and smooth. Now we still are going to sand this down a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Just to give it that blend texture. Hopefully I can reduplicate what I saw on a show. I'll do the best I can. All right. I think it looks beautiful with that black finish. It's just, it brings out so much. Now when we hit this with 600 grit paper, minchia marron, it's going to be beautiful. The main important thing is, gotta make sure that there's no runs. Now, normally you're supposed to wipe the stain off after it sits for a little while. In my case, I'm not going to wipe it off. I'm going to let it sit for about 3 to 5 hours before I even think about touching it. Welcome back, guys. One day I will learn to keep checking to see if it's recording. So what we need to do right now is, I know you guys didn't catch it because, you know, sometimes I'm still not. So we need to make Milwaukee gray. So I tried a lot of different samples, and what I found out was, add in just white and black, yes, it does make gray, but it doesn't give it that Milwaukee type gray color. So what I end up doing was buying a medium base, which is Behr Marquee medium base, and then taking Glidden Ultra White and Pure Black by Glidden and mixing all three of those together in equal parts. So we use about 3/4 of a jar, well, a little bit more than 3/4 of the Marquee medium base. We use a full, what is this, 7.25 ounces of black and 7.25 ounces of white. And as we mix all that together, what we get is a beautiful Milwaukee gray. I've tested it. It dries very, very similar. It's not going to be the exact color, but it matches with Imperial colorness. So the color is almost impeccable matched. So now it's just basically blending everything, getting it all mixed, and then once we have all that done, we'll go apply it. Oops. What we don't want to have is any white streaks or gray streaks when we paint it, because that would royally stink. That would be a kick in the rump. We want to make sure everything is mixed that could be mixed. And it's a really nice gray. I think it matches 100%. But I'm sure there's a lot of different variations of their paint than the one I'm mixing. But if it looks similar, it acts similar, it's similar in my book. My dad used to say that if it looks like a chicken, quacks like a chicken, it's a chicken. I'm sorry, my dad used to say, if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a duck, not a chicken. Excuse me. And the one thing I also want to do is put a piece of tape my nudge. Thank you. Damn it. I think we're getting to the end of the row. That's why this tape acts like this. When you get to the end, it's over. As long as it gives me enough to do this one more run. Oh, come on. Thank you. Alright. Bada bing, bada boom. I think it looks 100%. What do you guys think? Now, I'm not a good painter at all. I don't know what it is about painting. I just don't know how to do it right. But like anything else, I'm gonna have to learn it one day, so I might as well learn it on my own projects, right? I always wondered how those painters get the lines to be 100% or how they get the wall so smooth, man. Like the guy, or the painters who did our house, I mean, those guys were amazing, man. I mean, it would have taken me 60 days to do what they did in 6 days. But when it was done, I mean, the walls were like glass. And everything was so perfect. Gotta buy those guys lunch for something like that. And I tried watching them and I tried learning it, but I picked up a little techniques that they do, but not enough to call myself a painter. And the guy was always switching off with different brushes. He had like 2 brushes in his hand at one time, and I'm like, Maron, that's amazing. Okay, everything goes down in one swoop. That's what Pete said. Do the inside corners first. The bottom meets in the middle. Okay. Remember when I was talking to him, he said anytime you're doing the bottom, meet it in the middle. Alright, I met it in the middle. Put the paint on and then down one direction. Tell me what you guys think in the comments about the color. You would change anything, or I think the color turned out wonderful. I think it matches. I've said it 100 times already, but I really, really, really like it. Just give it that texture. Alright, now the big one. Minchia, Maron. Now the reason I can go different over here is because we never put the backer board on yet, because we ran out of material. So we couldn't put it on yet. But we really wanted to finish the table, and that wasn't going to stop the table from being done. That splinter got me good, man. Got me real good. Ripped the chunk out of my hand. Okay, so we got all the edges. Because the big parts we're going to roll. What I'm doing here, my non-professional paint job. A little blood got into the wood. We'll leave that there. For all the hard work and dedication. And now blood spilled into this job. Alright. Yeah, I don't have a tray. So what I did was basically took a bag, put it over the pan. And that's what we're going to use for the rolling pan. Alright, so let's get this crack-a-lacking. Alright, let's take our paint. Let's put some paint on the brush so it doesn't get hard as a rock on me before I have time to go wash her off. Oops. That might not work like I thought it was going to work. Alright, we'll get it the best we can. Whoa. What is that funky stuff? Hope I have enough paint on this. If I had to, I could probably match the color again. We're going to try to make it work with what we have. Alright. I think we're going to make it, guys and gals. Ladies and gents. I think we're going to make it. Ugh. I like the way the roller makes the paint look. Not the paintbrush so much. Alrighty then, oh. Looks good. So my idea for this was to make the bottom black and the outline all red, so it gives that red, black, and gray feel of Milwaukee. We still got to finish that over there. Alright, so that's all the gray we're putting on this. So I want to give you guys a look at the whole table. So that is the whole table right there. I'll have better videos soon. Let me give you guys a look at the rails. There's the drawer that we put in. Can't close it right now, but that's the table saw. That's the whole table, gents. So I hope you guys really like it. I hope you guys like the build. Please leave comments in the comment section. I'm sure I can learn so much from you guys. I've read a lot of good things and I've seen a lot of good videos out there. So hopefully one day I'll be where some of those big woodworkers are, because it's really my passion and I love it so much. So this is the Milwaukee table, the M18 table saw table, OutfeedTable. So I'll catch you guys on the next video. Sorry I couldn't film a video of us actually staining the top, but because of I only have one camera, which is my phone, I couldn't have it when I was spraying. So I do apologize for that, but I will give you guys some really good video shots of this. Alright, I'll see you guys on the next video. Ciao.